Yo, what up guys, it's OP01 Daniel, back at it again with a deck profile. Today we're having Eustass Kid as a guest. Insane leader, what can I say? Everyone played this at the pre-release events and everyone almost won with it. Some people won because they played blue and blue's biggest counter. But anyway, one of the best leaders in the game. Basically, rest 3, trash a card from hand to grave, restand it so it can attack twice. So you can just attach 7 dons, making it 1200. Hit, use the remaining 3 dons, pitch a card from your hand to the trash, restand, hit again for 12. So basically a really good leader. It can attack 2 times, and this is the entire strategy of this deck profile. So let's go right into the deck profile. For our 1 costs, we play our blocker, Capone and Gang Badge. 1 cost blocker, what can I say? Good card. Also standard in all green decks almost. Next searcher is Kozuki Momonosuke. Yeah, searcher for your land of Wano cards. That's it, we play 4 of it. And then our next searcher, can you guess it? You guessed correctly, it is Bonnie. So Bonnie can look at top 5 cards of your deck, add a Supernova card, add it to your hand. It says 1, but you have to pay 2. So basically you have to have 2 dons. You summon her or play her for 1. Rest her for another don, so you use 2 dons for her effect. Read cards, guys, read cards. I've seen so many people using only 1 don for it. Hey, if you're watching this channel, you're probably not subscribed, because 94% of you are not subscribed. And if you want Eustass Kid to live, you better subscribe. Next card is Neko Mamushi, Cat Viper. Yeah, like I said, or maybe you figured out already, if you play this card, it means you are a rest deck. You want to rest all your opponent's cards, hit with your leader or with your other big hitters. But yeah, we play 4 of these, really good cards. I need to fix 1 more of the box stoppers. I only pulled 3 out of my case, sadly. Wish I had 4. For our next 2 cost 2k counter is Scratchman Apple. Chicken. So basically you just use it for its 2000 counter. Sometimes effect can come up. It's pretty funny, especially against Kaido. I've resolved this card so many times against Kaido and then 1 don left, so they want to use Blast Breath. Really good card. But yeah, you usually want to use it for the 2k counter. Next 2 cost card is a Killer. This blocker, creme de la creme. It's such a good card. So basically, if you have 3 or more characters, draw 1 card. It needs 1 don to be attached, and you have to block a card or an attack, and then you can draw. Good card, draw power. You want to draw powers in decks. Next, we go into the 3 costs. We play Izo. Yeah, like I said, this entire deck is just rest your opponent's cards, hit it with your leader, more higher cards, and it's also a 2k counter, so you know what to do. But basically, on play, rest 1 of your opponent's character with a cost 4 or less, and you just hit with your leader. Next 3 costs is Okiku. It's basically the same, only Okiku is 1 don when attacking, once per turn. Rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, so it's better than Izo, but Izo's 2k counter. This has no counter, and it needs to attack to rest, but still it can rest a level 5, so really good card. Next 3 costs is Raizo. More draw power. So basically, if you have Bonnie on the field in rested mode, so think this is Bonnie, your only card, you play this card, turn pause, you attack, you draw a card. Why? Because it needs to have 2 rested characters on the field, and these count as 2 rested. So basically, he counts itself as rested, so the second he attacks, it's 2, and then you can draw a card. So that's a good thing to know. And okay, so this is where my list is kinda different than most lists. I play the Terror of the pre-release. I play 4 Basil Hawkins. If you know, you know. This card is insanely broken. Don 1, it needs 1 don attached, making it 7. It's a 5 cost. Once per turn, if this character battles your opponent's character, set it active. So basically, like your leader, hit. Okay, it battled. Put it back. Hit again. So basically, it hit 2 times for 7k, or even more if you attach more dons into it. But note, guys, only characters. So if you attack your opponent's leader, it won't restand. So it stays rested. But yeah, really good card. especially in a deck that rests everything. Okay, and yeah, like I said, this is where my build kinda differs from the most builds. We play 1 law. I've seen a lot of people play 4 laws, or at least more than 1, and I have seen people abuse Jewelry Bonnie. They summoned Bonnie so many times, put her back to hand again, back to hand again, back to hand, and they had so many cards in hand. I was really blown away by how much people could use this to abuse Bonnie. So yeah, you can totally switch it. You can play 4 law, 1 basal, but I prefer to have basal and 1 law because this deck is more into the rest strategy. And also this is very controversial, I think. I'm not sure. I play 4 Eustass Captain Kit from the starter deck. Yeah, it's a 7 cost 7,000 blocker with 1 Dawn under its name, or when you attach 1 Dawn. End of your turn, side the back is active. So basically, if you play it, pass, opponent passes, you can do 1 Dawn, attack for 8, end turn it goes back into active, being a blocker again. So it's a blocker and an attacker. Really good card. And yeah, it's also discard fodder of your leader for its effect. So basically, every card that has no counter and it's not good in a matchup, you can just use it with fodder for your leader for its effect. And yeah, I only play 2 8-cost Captain Eustass Kit. It's a good card, but I don't know. It was really underperforming for me because I've played against Kaido, I've played against Blue, I've played against what can I say more? I mean, yeah, okay, you know what I mean. It's a good card, but I don't know. It's 8,000. Everything can go about 8,000 will hit it. But yeah, guys, also remember his effect got a Ratat. So basically, its effect is Dawn 1. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack any character other than Eustass Captain Kit. So basically, it forces to attack this card, but you can also not attack the leader. It says character, but okay, wait, so if this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack any character. It should be any card other than this one. So basically, if you have this on the field, your opponent needs to hit this one and cannot attack your leader. So don't forget it, guys. But yeah, really good effect, and also it rests itself to, let me see, play 1 character with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So basically, it automatically rests itself for its effect to be active, and you can play a card from your hand. Really good card. Oh, okay, there goes my entire deck. Next card in the game, and I love this card so much. Paradise Waterfall. Sure, it's only a 2k counter, but its second effect is really good. So it's a counter. Your leader or one of your character gains 2,000 power during this battle. Then set 1 of your characters as active. Well, you know what happens when you put your characters active. Your opponent cannot attack them. So basically, you can save your character on the field, forcing your opponent to do different plays. This card is so insanely good. It can save all your beaters, especially because you will beat them with your beaters. They are rested, and you can just counter, put them active again, and they are safe from battle, so I don't need to spend any resources to save it. A really good card. Definitely play 4 of it in every deck possible. And the last card in the deck is Punk Gibson. Yeah, it's a good card. Counter, your leader or one of your characters gains 4,000 power during this battle, then rest 1 of your opponent's scatter with a 4 or less. And trigger is rest 1 of your opponent's character. Oh yeah, wait, let me also read the trigger from this card. Totally forgot it. Trigger, KO 1 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 4 or less. But yeah, good card. You can just take out blockers with it. Most blockers are 4 or less. Or some nuisance cards, and you can just beat them up with your leader. But yeah, this build is very different. Like I said, you can play more laws, you can play less... what's the name again? Damn, I forgot. Oh yeah, you can play less Basil Hawkins. You can play more laws. You can even play the law from the starter deck where it came in. Or some other cards, or you can play less blocker kit and some other cards, but you can also play Yamato. Well, could you play Yamato? You could, but it will be a waste. Yamato's really good, but not in this deck. Anyway, really good deck. Your leader is insane. It can hit multiple times. 2 times. Big boy, you can make it 7 dons, you can make it 9, and then hit. Use 3, trash a card, put it active, hit again, and our deck rests everything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this deck profile, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a like. No wait, a like is a thumbs up. I would appreciate a like, and subscribe to me, please. And yeah, next video is Doffy. So appreciate you watching if you made it all the way to here. I want to be a second monitor content. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. Peace.